This fight is over. Not getting up. Not getting up. He's hurt. 10 is reached. We fight on time in final seconds round 2. Now big left hands from Darren Finley. Now huge overhand right from Moda. And down goes Travis Lurchin. What a counter. This is wow.
We are all the way live from Satellite 5. What's up? It's Brian Soscia with the Bare Knuckle Show. Fight Week, because we didn't have Fight Week last week, so I'm excited to yell that again as we storm into Hammond, Indiana. Hammond, Indiana, the home of, by the way, did some research, the Funk family. Terry Funk, Dory Funk, all of them, they're from there. And I also found out, guys, I know this will excite you, Evan, because you're a big fan. I am too. Michael Jackson's home, Gary, Indiana, 8 miles from where we're going to be.
Really?
Yeah, you want to go check him out, see what's up?
No.
See where his dad beat on him and treated him like trash?
Yeah.
Do you know that about Michael?
I know he had a rough upbringing.
He sure did, man. At one time when I was in radio, Joe Jackson, his father, came in to the studio, and I was younger in radio, and I wanted to get a picture with him. And I walked up to him, and I said, hey, can you put me in a headlock or something, or grab me by the collar like you did to your son? I almost got fired over saying that. I got in deep shit over that. Yeah. Anyway, glad you guys are here. We have a great show for you today. I see everybody in the comments. I saw Tag Shaw here early. Little Ben, Swervo Cuts, Scott Laskowski, Chupacabra TV, Dora, Rick Walsh, everybody, Anthony Yost, Matt Guyman, Dylan, Wesley Killigal, Savage Combat Sports in the red corner. I'm out of breath, man. Taylor Dagner, you're all here. Thank you for being here and more. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Papa G student, Papa G. And I see Kai Stewart's here as well. Quailman's here. Jeez, it's packed. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure if you're watching anywhere else but the YouTube channel, by the way, it's the Bare Knuckle Show on YouTube. If you're on Instagram, I don't know if I think we're on X now too. Wherever you are, just know that I can't see your comments unless you're over on the YouTube channel with us. So I'm not ignoring you. I get people, you're a dickhead. Why don't you read my comments? Because I don't see them. So come to the YouTube channel if you want. All right, lot to get to today. Let me get my show open ready so I can look professional here for a second, even though we are never ready. So I know that we have a lot of people on the show today, including, so I'm excited to be talking to Chris Lytle. He's going to join the show again. Chris Lytle will be here to talk about BKFC at Mr. Olympia and what a success it was. And also we'll talk about this weekend in Indiana. That was hard to say. When we go to Indiana, that's better. Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt asked to speak. Who am I to deny that? He's got a lot of stuff on his mind. We're going to talk to him today as well. It's been a long time since we had Lorenzo Hunt on the show, so no telling what he's ever going to say. But it's great to have him back in the fold, I hope. We'll see what he has to say. Also, David Feldman says he's going to try to pop by as well. A lot of stuff going on today, a lot of questions you're going to want to answer. We're going to get into all that. But before we do, I'd like to check in with the boys in the booth. Of course, Evan and Brandon. Guys, Indiana this Saturday, Hammond. Now, I've never been to this venue, the Horseshoe. In your past fighting lives, you guys have been there, right?
Oh, yeah.
What can we expect?
Well, it's a cool venue. I think it holds like 2,000 people.
Oh, so it'll be sold out easy.
Yeah. Actually, what I know about the venue, I think there's some law where it's illegal to have a casino in Indiana. So it's actually like it's technically like a boat. Or a ship.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, it's like not on land. It's like they built it like on water, and that's how they got around the law.
That sounds like
I remember that correctly.
Sounds like a BKFC workaround.
Yeah,
we'll get along great.
Yeah,
it's awesome, dude.
Actually, this reminds me. I just remembered the first time I went there, I was too young to even go into the casino. I had to do all my work on the outside in the truck. I couldn't even go in.
I love it, man. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
They've got a good food court.
Oh, they do.
Oh yeah. Our TV's falling over.
Go figure. That's our budget. I tell you, this budget. I think the most.
Did we fix your mic yet?
No. I think the most expensive thing we have in the studio is the oil painting that was sent by Frank Stallone. That's right.
You gotta bring the board in. Right?
This
I forgot.
Sucks.
I'll bring it in next week.
This arm sucks.
Yeah, I know. A lot of stuff
Mic
sucks.
suck.
We'll get through it. The show sucks. We're good. Listen, guys, I do want to try something new. We're very excited to head to Hammond. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, it's definitely going to be a sellout. I mean, with the walk-up, I'm seeing the numbers now. They're very high. So BKFC.com, get your tickets. It's going to be a lot of fun there. It's going to be a loud, lively crowd. Excited to debut there. I got this really cool thing sent in. I don't think you guys have even seen this yet. They put a lot of work in this, and I appreciate this. I love when people send stuff in. Let's see. It was Julio and Andrew sent this in. They wanted to try and see if the audience knows trivia, how much they know. So, and see what you guys know. So what's going to happen, I already previewed it, is they'll ask a question. There's a 5-second countdown while you can formulate your thought. Then they give you the answer. Okay. So, Brandon, after the 5-second countdown, pause it really quick, okay? Before they get to the answer.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Can you guess the fighter? This undefeated BKFC prospect has a 100% finish rate and has only taken one power shot to the head in his first 5 fights with the promotion. Who is he?
Do you know? 4, 3, 2, pause it, 1.
You gotta pause it.
All right, let's see. Before you say anything, in the comments, I know there's a little bit of lag time here. You can vote in the comments. You can give us your guess in the comments. We'll see who gets it right, and then you guys can all make fun of each other for who doesn't get it right and fight like you do. I love when you do that in the comments.
5-0.
So think about it. That's a hard question.
Is that Bryce Henry?
I don't know. Let's see what they have to say.
Oh, let's go back to it. Oh, okay, yeah, right.
So if you said the hard-hitting Cuban heavyweight Leonardo Perdomo, you're wrong. The answer here is Bryce Henry. He's an undefeated welterweight standing at 6'4", which makes him very hard to hit. He's had 5 fights in BKFC and took just this single punch in his debut and never again. At just 24 years old and already with victories over legends like Tom Schoaf, we may be witnessing greatness in the making for years to come. With 5 stoppage wins and 0 losses, Bryce Henry will put his perfect 5-0 record on the line against Roderick Stewart in the main event of BKFC Fight Night Hammond, October 18th.
That's this weekend. Look at that. Look how they
just one. I want to do more.
Well,
That
they're
was
gonna.
fun.
They said they're gonna send in one a week. So
I know all of it, everything.
That was really. I knew that you guys would know that because the content team looks at every single thing, and you guys are like encyclopedias. They were saying Plazola. Big Little Ben said that was wrong. Let's see who else. Perdomo, Rick Walsh, and again, we figured out that was wrong. Now they're all saying how great Bryce is, and how he's the real deal for sure. I like how they tied that into the event that's coming up. It's almost like they're promoters. It was awesome. Hey, guys, thank you so much for putting the work into that, and it looked very professional. I think it looked great. Thanks for sending that in. I love to see more. You can send it to thebareknuckleshow@gmail.com. Wow, that was awesome. Thank you. And I'll put that up on Instagram, too, the Bare Knuckle Show on Instagram, in case you want to kind of look at it again, or now you know the answer, so you can look smart in front of everybody when you put the answer if you didn't know it. So we'll throw that up there as well. Let's see what else we have here. Let's get into the mailbag.
It's time for
mail call.
It's time for mail call.
There we go. Once again, the bareknuckleshow@gmail.com. You can send your stuff in, or the Bare Knuckle Show on Instagram. Just let us know what you want to talk about. I will say this. Got an email. It kind of goes off the trivia contest we just did from a guy named Brian, B-R-I-A-N. He spells his name correctly. B-R-Y. A lot of weirdos spell their name that way. But Brian, like you spell my name. He says, "Hey, Brian." That's weird. My first BKFC event was Knuckle Mania 5. Whoa, what a first event to go to. That's awesome. I need your help. I was looking for a Knuckle Mania 5 signed poster, and I can't find one anywhere. Can you help me? It's for Turnabout Boxing Gym. Thanks if you can help, Brian. So you should enter the contest. Maybe you could win one on the contest we've been talking about that we're going to do. The bareknuckleshow@gmail.com. Still have a whole list, and we're just going to randomly pick people coming up. And maybe we can do the trivia like we just did with you, too. We'll figure it out. But it'll be a lot of fun. Make sure you send it in. And if anybody has a Knuckle Mania 5 autograph poster and you want to part with it and you want to make some money, I feel like I'm doing a swap shop here. Let us know. You can hit us up, and I'll kind of plug you two together, and then you can make some money. I'll plug you two together. That sounded great. All right. Let's move on from that. Brian, hopefully we can get you a Knuckle Mania 5 autograph poster. I'll see if I can steal one from the warehouse, although now I can't steal it because I just said it on the show. We'll figure it out. All right. DAZN Boxing. We love DAZN, right? Don't we love DAZN, guys? Yeah. All right. They're clapping too. You can't hear them. DAZN Boxing was in Philly this past weekend, and the stars came out. Let's see some of the people that were at DAZN Boxing. Oh, look at that. It's Damon Feldman, the owner and the creator of Celebrity Boxing. There's David Feldman. We know him well, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. And I think that's Johnny Cannoli, man. Yeah, it is Johnny Cannoli. Look at that with his finger up, the fingers up like he's hey, gabagool, all that good stuff. So they were in Philly. They were there. They were in the corral at ringside. And from what I'm told, they could barely watch the fights. Everybody was coming up to them nonstop, asking for pictures, autographs, all that stuff, and they obliged. But they seemed to enjoy themselves. So that was a great fight at the newly named Xfinity. What's that? Xfinity Live Arena?
Xfinity Mobile Center Arena.
I think it's Arena now. Xfinity. We used to be the Wells Fargo Center, which we set a combat sports record, and we do love DAZN. But like I said, I believe after that event, even though it was great, our record still stands. I love that. That makes me proud to say. We'll be back at the Xfinity Live Arena sooner than you think. All right. By the way, Cannoli, put that back up for a second. Is it how he's sitting? I never thought Cannoli was a small guy, but is it the shirt he's wearing? He looks bigger, I feel like, than he normally does.
I think it's the angle.
Dude, he better shoot from that angle all the time. He looks like he put on some weight, like a good weight.
Buff.
Man, all right, good. He looks bigger than Dave. Don't tell Dave I said that. All right, thank you for that. Let's see what else we have. Oh, also, last week we were talking about the watch parties. We love when you send in video, pictures of watch parties when you do them. And Little Ben and BKFC Extreme Fan Russ, they had a watch party. There they are hanging out at the watch party. And, hey, well, look at that. Wow. And then you have some video, too. You can show the video as well. It was packed. Look at all these people. On every TV. There you go. We appreciate you sending that in. I mean, that's obviously a lot of people that you're spreading the bare knuckle fighting championship gospel, and we can't fault you for that at all. Speaking of these parties, New Jersey, we got this sent in. This kid, he sent this in. He took a picture. He was there. I kind of want to go through. I was talking about how we're fan friendly and how you can meet all the fighters and stuff. This kid is taking pictures nonstop with fighters. Check us out. With his Austin 316 shirt on, by the way. So here you go. You can kind of scroll through them. Look, everybody. There's Britton Hart. He's holding the championship belt. There you go. Keep going through, and you got me in there somewhere getting punched too. There I am. Right now I'm punching him. I'm beating a young child with glasses. There's Dave Feldman. So this is great. HD. I mean, this kid was having. There's Juggernaut. This kid was having the time of his life. There's Ben. I watched him. I went out and I met him when I was out there, and he couldn't say enough about what a good time he was having. And he on his social media, like he just started posting saying it was the greatest night of his life, one of the best times he ever had. So we're proud. We're glad you like that. Another great story is that I don't know if you saw this. Jessica Borga, the Black Widow, Christine Faria, we talked about it last week. Of course, they've had some problems, a lot of stuff going back and forth, but then Faria went and visited Borga in the hospital, kind of let bygones be bygones. It seems like they've done that. You've probably followed it. You've heard about it on our shows that, unfortunately, Christine Faria's brother is suffering from brain cancer. And, we wish him the best. We pray for him daily. But it looks like Jessica Borga donated some money to Give, Send, Go for Christine Faria's brother. I think that's awesome. And if you want to help out with Christine Faria's brother, you can always contact her via Instagram. I think that'd be a great thing to do to help the Queen of Violence out. And Borga, class human being to do that, especially after all the craziness that happened. That's awesome that you did that. I think
brother
really
to the
cool.
Queen. What's that make him? The Duke? The
What
Duke
is-
of
what is-
Violence?
I don't know. What would he be? What is a brother? Is that what he is? A brother to a queen? A duke? I have to think about this.
Lord?
Well, you're the Lord.
No.
I haven't even read any of the comments here. Let's see what they're all saying.
Prince?
People are fighting in the comments. It's great.
Prince. Other titles such as Duke
The Duke. I like the Duke.
I like the Duke of Violence.
or His Royal Highness.
That's good too.
HRH.
All right. This is another thing I wanted to. Let's see what's going on here. I think that we'll skip the next one for now, with good reason. Let's go to drama in the comments. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We got to get an alarm for this. Drama in the comments section. I forget what this was on, but I saw El Zombo and Ben Rothwell going at it in the comments. Look at this. Don't be scared, big boy. I'm going for your head. Less than 1 minute. -1, like a clock emoji, TikTok. Rothwell said, bitch, please, I'm taking your soul. Ben is such a friendly guy. But if Ben could say that and he was angry, like as he talked to him, I would run scared. But there's heat there. When's this fight going to happen? Who knows? I don't know, but I'd love to see it happen. And there's already heat involved. You've been hearing Perdomo. Perdomo has, I don't want to say he's disrespectful, but he has little to no respect for most. He's coming to get what he wants, and that's what he's getting. And he's going to talk trash on everybody he wants to, and he seems to be backing it up. So let's see if he can do that with Big Ben Rothwell if that ever happens, or when that happens, because at this point, it's got to happen one day, you would think. Let's see. Let's see. All right, you know what? I got a second. We'll come back. Just to give you a little tease before we talk to Chris Lytle. I got former WWE superstar Killer Cross talking about us on Chris Van Vliet and how that blew up big in the last week. I got Randy the Pervert coming up, KO of the Week coming up, a lot of other stuff too. It's all here, but first we're going to talk to Chris Lights Out Lytle.
Yes, what's happening, fellas?
Jeez, you scared me. How are you, Chris?
I do that sometimes. I apologize.
Now, did you paint that painting behind you?
No, I'm a lover of the arts. You know, I got a couple, Picassos and Monet. I can't show you my collection,
Well, it's because they're all, people are bidding on them right now. They're up for.
Well, yeah, I'm a pirate. And I steal stuff, whatever it takes.
I bet you are a pirate.
Gotta pay the bills, baby.
I bet you are a pirate. All right. Anyway, so I'm happy you're here. Now, listen. I thought I had some Olympia video to show, but they didn't get it to me. But Olympia, let's talk about that. You were at Mr. Olympia. You were competing. You won first prize. Is this true?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, look, I was going to enter, but then I'm not weird enough, man. I mean, I wasn't orange. I didn't my skin tight clothes. I didn't have these, the sweatpant type things, and it was, man. There's some interesting people there.
I bet you you could probably smell the testosterone when you walked in there. I've been to Olympia other years. It's always been a great event for us. It's where we met Bucked Up. That's where we picked them up at. But it's always a lively event with a lot of stars, a lot of bodybuilders, and they all seem to migrate over to the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship booth. And I feel like when we ask these big muscled up dudes, you want to do bare knuckle? They're like, oh, you're crazy. Because I think it's very true that I respect the work they've put in. But I say, weights don't fight back. They don't fight back. People do. So a lot of them don't want to fight bare knuckle, but they're very intrigued. I wasn't there this year. Is that fair to say? Same vibe?
Oh, it's always hilarious. You have these they're very muscular, they're very strong, and you're always like, hey, what about this? I'm like, oh, no. I mean, and the funny thing, I've always said that's what regular fighters say too. I have MMA people or boxers, and I would, oh shit, I always tell people, that my phone
you have nice crown molding.
Yeah, I got good shit going here. I always tell people, like, only 1% of the world thinks fighting is like normal, fighters. And only 1% of the fighters think bare knuckles normal. So you're like the 1% of the 1% when you do this stuff. Everybody else thinks it's nuts.
I think you've done it. Now, before you did it, did you think it was nuts? And you said, I got to try this kind of thing?
100%. I remember I heard about it and I go, what is wrong with people? Why would they do anything like that? I can't figure this out. And then I watched my buddy Joe Riggs do a fight, and I was like, halfway through, I was like, who do I call to get on this card? Because I was like, I feel like I've started in 98. I was there when you could headbutt, no weight classes. I'm a combative fighter. I have to do everything. As soon as I saw it brought this, it reminded me of fighting back in 1998. I was like, oh my God, I have to do this. The excitement level was so high. It's like one mistake and it's over. The risks are so great. So I had to do it.
Yeah, I've been wondering why every time I see you, I guess because it was legal, then you headbutt me. It's not. I was going to actually ask you to stop doing that. It's crazy.
It's a sign of affection, brother.
I know, it's great. When the blood comes, I feel like we're blood brothers. It's amazing. So a lot's going on here, and I'm talking to you. We're talking about Olympia, how successful that was, and how people were coming over left and right. I heard that Faria is a bona fide superstar there, where the Queen of Violence title had a line the whole time, had to take a break from the line. Josh Watson's there. People are pumped to see him, take pictures with him, and Chris Lytle's line as well. Now, I heard that you guys had the punch machine there again, and I heard that, did you set the record again this year? Was it you? Did it get broken? Who was the record holder this year? Do you know?
No, I mean, I did. Of course, I hit it well, and I got up to the top. But then, I don't know. Other people come by and hit it and break records. That thing's an interesting meter because a girl can hit it right, and it goes pretty far. I'm like, okay, it's not right, but it just depends on a lot of mechanics. Those things are pretty. I remember I did a thing once with my buddy Matt Mitrione, and somehow it said I hit it harder than him. I don't hit nearly as hard as Matt, I promise you. So a lot of mechanics and placement on those things.
But it was a good time in Vegas. You enjoyed yourself. Great. And I'm glad that it was great for the company, too. But in line with Mr. Olympia, this is the 4th year I think we've done this. It's crazy. So I love it. Great. 2 strong brands coming together, and everyone seemed to be very excited about it. Some positive headway there. If I know you, it was in Vegas. Did you hit the tables, and how did you do?
I did not hit the tables. All I like to do is play craps. Brian, I'm 24/7, 365 BKFC. I don't have time to be doing all that stupid nonsense and going and having fun. I was there for the cause, trying to make sure I'm spreading the brand. I have made, look, you know what's coming up next year? I'm getting this worked out right now. Uzbekistan, mark my word, we're going over there. It's going to be amazing. I'm working on some good stuff for us, and I'm never stopping, baby. I'm just always working.
And let me get this right. You said that kept you away from the craps table. BKFC kept you away from the craps table?
It was rough. That's my favorite thing to do.
I know. You were going to teach me how to win. That's what you told me last time we were there.
No, I'll teach you how to play. I can't promise to win.
Maybe I added win to the bucket list.
Yeah. I like where your head's. I'll try to win.
One of us will win. Somebody. If not, we'll just have to split the loss. Well, I'm happy you're here, and I'm happy you're at Olympia. It's great to see you. I'll tell you, in the chat right now, we mentioned right before you came on that Rothwell and Perdomo were going at it in comments on Facebook. I mean, that's a fight we're going to see at some point. I don't know if we're going to see it yet. People are saying that Perdomo says he's fighting in December. I don't know how true that is. I have no confirmation on that. Not fighting Rothwell, I don't think, but he says he's fighting, apparently on social media. Rothwell, Perdomo. Is it too early for you to tell? Where's your head at for that one? I mean, that's going to be...
Is it too early for me to tell who would win?
I know you're probably...
I think that's clearly the fight to make. I mean, there's no other... I mean, what is Perdomo now? 8-0 with 8 first-round knockouts? Mm-hmm. I mean, how can you not put him up there and been clearly the champ? Nothing but devastating knockouts. Who else makes sense? It's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, but the thing is, both of these guys on a tear. I mean, we saw what Ben did in Philly to Mick Terrell at Knuckle Mania 5. We see what Perdomo's been doing. I mean, how does this one go at this point? Is it just like the I don't want to say the luckier, because there's not really luck, but like I don't even know. It's crazy.
Well, that's going to be real tough. I mean, we've never seen we've seen them both get hit, but we've never seen them take a hit from someone like each other. So exactly. In a way, you almost have to think whoever lands that first big punch first is going to have the huge advantage. If anybody, I don't think anybody can walk through either one of their, devastating shots. Whoever lands that first big punch, I'd have to think it favors them. That's going to be a tough one, man. That's going to be a coin flip in a lot of people's eyes.
As fans, though, I can't wait to see that one day. So we're excited about that. The other thing we're excited about is this weekend. We're headed to, the Horseshoe, Hammond, Indiana, right? Yeah. We're very excited about that. I just found out from these guys, they did a show there before. Did you know that's on water? I didn't even know that.
Ish, kind of. Yeah, there's water there. Yeah.
Apparently they weren't allowed to have a casino. Do you know about this in Indiana? So they built it on water so they could, or water, like we say around here?
Water, that used to be a rule back in the day. Now I think you can do whatever. But before there was, for some reason, things were legal on water. I wondered what else. Could you murder somebody on water? Could you rob from somebody? Why does being on water make any difference? I don't understand it. I don't care. I like casinos, so it's a good thing.
It is.
He should know he's a pirate. He just said he was.
Did say he was a pirate. I figured he was an ass pirate. I didn't know what he meant. So
you were hoping. Not the case, man.
I don't know if you heard that. I just said it real quick so you wouldn't hear it. Now I'm going to get headbutted twice when you see me. So we have Indiana coming up. We're very excited about Indiana. It's our debut there, and it's definitely going to be sold out. We were talking about that earlier because I'm seeing the ticket numbers now. So if you didn't get a ticket, buy them in advance. Don't get shut out. BKFC.com. Of this event, what are you looking most forward to? I always ask you that question because I like to pick your brain.
There's a lot of good fights that are going to be on the card. I think, we got Nathan Manis. He's making his return. It's been way too long. Why has this guy not been around? Cameron Van Camp, versus Derek Finley. That's huge. But, Bryce to me is a special fighter. And ever since the first time he's fought for us, I thought, man, this guy's a little different. Yeah. We haven't seen much like him in bare knuckle. I think he is in the driver's seat to try and take over that division, try and get that title. I really want to see what he does in this fight. Find another very tall, very lanky, another big guy in Roderick Stewart. So we'll see how he deals with that. We've seen him fight shorter guys. He dominates. Let's see how he can fight a big, taller guy like himself.
Yeah, and Van Camp, I think it's interesting to note, he's like a local boy kind of, so he's going to be probably excited to show out in front of his crowd. He was saying that at BKFC.com, and like we've said, that's either stressful or it's sorry, I'm watching stuff happen in the other studio. That's either stressful or it's I'm losing my train of thought with these idiots. Why don't you just come in and sit down before you break something?
Focus. Pay attention.
I can't. You don't even understand what I'm seeing. But you're probably better off not to see it. So, okay. And then you show what I'm talking about. All right.
Nothing. There's nothing going on, buddy. You got ADHD or some kind of weird illness. Pay attention.
All right. They don't usually throw me off. What I was saying, he's a local guy, and we've talked about that before. That can be stressful. It can be exciting. It can be both. Everyone's hitting you up for tickets, and you get the people, can I get a comp? No, man, pay to come watch. And now he's going to fight.
Pain in the ass being the hometown guy. Trust me, everybody is there. Everybody's watching. You talk about pressure. Even more pressure. Everybody you've known since the third grade, telling you how to fight, going to be there. Like you said, everybody's going to be asking them for tickets. Go at them, want to talk to you people. A lot of stress, a lot of pressure. Family there, you don't want to deal with that. It's so much easier. On the road, you don't have to deal with any of that stuff. Only thing that helps, the one thing that does help is when they start chanting your name in the middle of a fight, it gives you a little bit of energy. So that's good.
That'd be awesome. So what would you tell a fighter, any fighter that's going to either be here for the first time or when you talk, because you talk to all these fighters, Chris, and I don't usually go backwards, but I want to go backwards. You talk about when you first saw bare knuckle and you were saying that you're like, whoa, what's this? And you're like, I got to try it. So when somebody's marching into bare knuckle, and I know that Van Camp's not, it just kind of hit me in the head here for the first time. What do you tell somebody? Like, what do you give them a pep talk? You talk to all these fighters. What do you say to them? What do you tell them to prepare for?
I just tell them that it's going to be a little bit different than anything they've done before. I don't care how many fights you had. I'd had 100 MMA fights. First time I got in there, only thing I described it as I felt naked. I was like, I didn't have it. I was like, something's not, this is weird. What do I do? It's nerve wracking because that fist is coming and there's no glove to block. So I just say you got to be mentally prepared. But just at the end of the day, you let your experience take over, let your fight IQ, take that first round, figure it out, and then bring it, because it will take you sometime between 1 to 3 rounds to figure this out, I think. Some people come to and just jump right in and start winging punches, and it works. I don't know. That's a dangerous strategy to take. Sometimes it wins, sometimes it doesn't. So make sure you just ready to go and adapt.
All right,
Are you writing down notes for your fight? Is that what you're doing?
What's that? No, I'm actually
writing down notes.
I'm writing down. I'm taking notes on how I can do a great interview like you and how I can be like Chris Lytle and have art in the background look beautiful. No, I'm actually writing something down so I don't forget it later in the show because I tend to forget stuff. So you just said something that reminded me of something I have to get to. So that's you're very excited about the card. You driving in?
No, I'm flying, baby. Come on.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not thinking. I'm not
like 3 hours away, man. No, and just because I'm flying right from there. Heading out to Italy right afterwards, and I want to leave my car up there and fly back to Chicago.
Rome's going to be fun too, man. You're going to eat well.
Wait.
You're going to eat well. You're going to drink well. You're going to have some wine, not when you're working afterwards, right?
Probably no wine, I'm not that classy and sophisticated. Look, I got artwork here, but,
he says
this is where I drink my tea, and,
You say it with a straight face. I love it. Hey, listen, we have Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt coming on in a little while, and we have David Feldman in line here. So before I let you go, I'm curious. Lorenzo, we put it out in social media. He's punching. He's going nuts. He's ready to be back. This is a huge thing for BKFC. I'm excited to see the Juggernaut come back. I know you are too. Where are you with the Juggernaut? What do you think his future is going to hold here?
I mean, he's really never lost his title. He has to come back. He has to start fighting. We need to see this guy at the top of his game. Knocking people out, doing fantastic. He hasn't been around, man. I want to see how he continues. I mean, he just like anybody, a little bit of time off. Do they get worse? Do they get better? Is it the same? I can't wait to see what he has because, like I said, he was at the top of his game, just a dominant champ, and he's going to be back. So couldn't ask for any more.
So I think that if he just heard you say that, Chris, even though you're analyzing, I can hear him in my brain. Man, is that Chris Lytle crazy? I'm number one. I'm the best. I know he's saying that right now. You're saying we're unsure what could happen. I know the Juggernaut is always sure. And I know when he comes on a little while, he's probably going to speak his mind, and I'm here for that. He's must-see TV, right?
I mean, Brian, my job is to throw some question in there. My job is to make everybody go, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. I want to watch this fight. I got to watch this fight. I need to watch this fight. I got to know. I need answers. That's my job, is to make people see that, So no matter what, that's what the angle I'm an inquisitive person. I don't take anything at face value. I don't believe anything people tell me, Brian, so I wait to see it. I need proof.
I always say DTA don't trust anyone except Chris Lytle. That's the only one I trust, and even that gets me in hot water from time to time. All right, Chris, before I let you go, the fan sentiment, they love it when I do it for you and Dave and other people. We have random questions. I'll hit these on you really quick. Do you remember the name of your kindergarten teacher? Somebody asked. One guy sends weird questions like that. That's Phil.
I think it was Miss Beasley, I think. I can't.
Was she hot? That's the follow-up question was she hot?
Negative. No, negative.
All right.
I was little, but I do remember that.
Let's see. What else is anyone? How many languages can you say hello in? Go.
English, I got hello. You got Spanish, hola. Konnichiwa, Japanese. She's Avida-sen. Is that goodbye? I don't know. What else we have?
You know, you could just.
Parlez-vous français?
But you know, you could just be like ratipeta shikata. That's a foreign language. That you just make shit up.
Ni hao, Chinese.
There you go. Ni hao to you. Ni hao to you. How do you say goodbye in Chinese? Is that sayonara is Japanese.
That's Japanese. Come on, man. Get your Asian.
Hey, I have a question. I have a question for you. Do you think it's offensive by calling Japanese Chinese? I heard somebody say this the other day. Oriental. Is that an offensive thing now or no?
Well, apparently, I found out that was. I don't understand why. We're too sensitive now. I mean, once again, it all comes back to midget to me. What's wrong with the word midget? People say little person. I think that sounds infinitely worse. No, I'm not for any of this. I mean, Oriental. That's not a derogatory term. I'm sorry. So
I don't
get it. But people do. People say, "Oh, you can't say that."
Yeah,
yeah, you can.
There's a big argument going on about that. I heard when I was on the way. I was actually at a Wawa getting my coffee, and I heard two people arguing over that, and I was like, I wonder. I don't really.
That sounds offensive. Really, a Wawa? Is that
are you on drugs? A Wawa? You should. Wawa's great, man. You got to have Wawa. Why am I saying good stuff about Wawa? They're not paying me. All right, Chris, Lights Out Lytle, you're the man. I'm going to see you in a couple days. We're going to hit the horseshoe craps tables together.
My man, let's do it.
We're going to win. You're going to teach me how to win.
Teach you how to win. Guaranteed.
All right. We're going to make some bad decisions. It's going to be fun. Chris, Lights Out Lytle, we'll see you later, man. Hey, I think he's ready to come in. He's been staring at me, just lording over me for the last 5 minutes. Come on in, Dave. I want to shake your hand. Come here. See if you know her. There you go. Nobody got that. Why did we do the handshake? It was off camera. That was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air handshake, like Jazz and the Fresh Prince, which is the inspiration for our graphic today behind us. As you can see, I'm spray painting BKFC on the wall back here, Dave. Right there.
There you go.
Just like Will Smith. Not a big fan of Will Smith. You know, he's a Philly guy, to be honest with
you.
No?
Were you? And you became not one?
I changed. Yeah, I did. I was a huge fan.
When the smack happened?
That was part of it. I was like, he's trying to defend his wife, but the guy's doing comedy on stage. And plus, he looked worse coming out of that. And it's a Philly guy. Like, DJ Jazzy Jeff was awesome when
and
we were
how
younger.
Can a big Philly guy smack a little guy and not put him on his ass?
Yeah, and then let him finish his routine. Yep. Like, if you're going to hit him, knock him out.
Yeah, he needs to leave Philly.
Yeah, I don't know. He probably left Philly a long time ago. I think DJ Jazzy Jeff is still here.
He's in Bel Air?
No. Jazz would always get thrown out of the house. Remember, I was talking to our graphics designer. Did a great job with that Vaughn design team. So I'm glad you're here, Dave. We have a guy coming on. We haven't heard from him in a while.
Who?
In a little bit. Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt.
Nice.
He sent a video in, dude. He's punching stuff. It's on the Bare Knuckle Show on Instagram. You want to check it out. He says he's ready for a fight. He's going crazy.
I thought you were showing it. Sorry.
No. Well, I mean, we could show it. If they go to the Bare Knuckle Show on Instagram, we can show it to kind of preview what he said. As you're getting that up, I think it's on Reels, I think, on the Bare Knuckle Show they put it. But he's excited to be on. I was excited to see him in New Jersey. He's motivated, man. Did you get to talk to him much?
Yeah, he's pumped, man. I mean, he definitely wants to come back. We've been talking for a long time. Everything looks medically cleared for him. He's ready to come back. And
I'm ready to fight. I've been cleared. My arm's been better. I'm ready to bang. I'm ready to lose out. I'm ready to fight.
Dave, when he sent me that video, my response to him was, I didn't want to get hit by you before, but I really don't want to get hit by you now.
He doesn't look that big. I mean, he looks like he's trimmed down a little bit.
Yeah, well, who knows what he's going to do? He's coming on to talk, to tell us what he wants. I don't know. He just said he demanded to speak, and who am I to turn that down? You know what's funny? Little Ben saying DJ Jazzy Jeff lives in Delaware. I knew that. I thought I said it out loud.
He does, yep.
I knew that because you're a former Delawarean. Yeah, he moved to Delaware. He didn't even stay in Philly. What's going on here?
He's a square from Delaware.
Delaware?
And you got on clean underwear, and your mama ain't on welfare.
Dude, you keep going, man. You can freestyle.
Somebody say, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll get him in here to rap and mix for you next week. Anyway, Dave.
That was The Roof is on Fire.
I know what it is, but you're doing it.
That's good, man.
The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the mother burn. Burn, mother. Burn. The Bloodhound Gang did that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. They're local guys. They're Westchester. Yep. Anyway, Mission Drift here.
Do you know why they made the song?
What, The Roof is on Fire?
Yeah.
Is it to have to do with a club roof catching on fire or something there?
Do you remember the
Funky Green Dogs?
The Move Fire, Osage Avenue?
That's not why, really?
Yes, it is.
I was just talking about that
Yeah,
recently.
they made that because of the Move fire in Philadelphia.
So if you don't know what the Move fire is in Philadelphia, what's the 80s probably?
Yeah, definitely.
Look it up. It was Frank Rizzo, right?
Yeah.
All right, ZZO, open your ears, jerk off. It's Jerky Boys. Frank Rizzo was the mayor. They took his statue down, I think, in Philly too.
they did.
But I'm pretty sure, like, didn't they set the house on fire or
So
something?
they set the house on fire, and then it ended up burning the whole entire block down. And then it was like this big, this big debacle. They wouldn't go anywhere, and then they finally got rid of them. It was. I don't really know much about what they were doing.
No,
but
it was they
were called
something.
Move.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, it was all over the news.
And then they had to move.
You're such an idiot. Do you remember the same guy? I think it was Rizzo. I might have been that same thing. He was busting somebody, and he knew he was going to bust him. So this guy was a different kind of mayor. He called all the press before the bust and told them to show up, and he pulled them all outside.
Yep.
They're in like their underwear or something, and they filmed them just humiliating.
Do you remember he hit the one press guy? He actually hit
Oh,
him.
yes, you've seen the crumb bump.
crazy.
Wait, this is the guy. Remember, guys? When we first started the show, we'd play his sound effects. Remember, you're a drunk,
crumb
you're a
bum.
lush, you crumb bum. Oh God, he was great.
Yeah, Frank Rizzo.
Rizzo.
All right, yeah, dude. If you find that on YouTube, throw that up in a minute. That was great, Frank Rizzo. So we have a lot to get to today as they're looking for that. I'm sure they'll throw it up at any time. But like I said, Lorenzo's coming on, and you're here. We're heading to Indiana. We were just talking to Lytle about that. Very excited to kind of break ground there. Have you been to Hammond, the Horseshoe, before?
I actually was there. I visited there when I had the MMA company to do a fight there. I did sit there. It's a very, very cool arena that they have there. Every seat in the house is a good seat. It's pretty cool, man. And we will be sold out by Saturday, and it'll be a nice little event to do in Indiana prior to the big event we have in Rome. I'm actually going to Indiana, and then the next morning I'm flying back here, and I'm flying Sunday night to Monaco because I have a convention.
But you don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum.
That's Frank Rizzo.
Camera. You're a creep. Get away from me.
Well, sir, I'm
Mayor
on
of
the
Philadelphia.
I should be authorized to be here.
I'll break it over your head. Get away from me, you crumb.
That was the mayor of Philadelphia.
You're a crumb creep coward.
I want to fight you.
I want to fight you.
Why is that?
Because you're a crumb creep lush coward.
You don't even know me, Mayor.
You are a lush, I can tell by looking at you.
Lush.
I was a cop all my life, and I know a lush when I see one, and you're a lush. You're a creep. Get away from me. Crumb.
He's out walking his dog. You know what's funny? There's more to that video that I uncovered. He was they were hiding out by his house in a van.
Yeah.
And they came, he made the cops go with him to open the van and pulled the guy out and grabbed the camera. Yo, man, Rizzo was crazy. What a different era in Philadelphia. Anyway, that's who we were talking about. But we're excited about Indiana, breaking ground there. You're going to be all over the board. You're saying you're
I'm
flying
going there,
to
then I'm flying to Monaco it's a convention called Sportel. It's where all the international TV distributors and platforms go to do different rights deals with sports properties, and so we're going to be pitching. We have about like 30 meetings there on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday we'll fly over to Rome, and that's going to be a sick event, man.
Hold on. You go to these things. I've seen you do meetings. You're very good at doing meetings because you sell the product you love. It's like we said it last week or 2 weeks ago. It's like your son, like 7 years here. It's like I raised my son when Bare Knuckle started, so I understand it. But you do meetings, and you're very good on meetings. People like talking to you. You're very passionate. But 30 meetings, dude, like when you get to like 10 meetings in.
It's like 15-minute meetings.
But still, you got to be on autopilot.
It's like speed dating.
Have you ever done that?
Did you ever do speed dating?
I know it is, but I've never done it. We should do that.
I never did it.
I would do it. I would try it. I'm not going to, I'm married, but we would do it as a bit. But that'd be fun. I could be like a crazy man, like when they come say crazy shit to the women. Great. I got nothing to lose. I can't say what I want to say. I'll rewind that part.
And I wanted to tell you something too, but I can't say it either.
Maybe we'll talk off the air.
Yeah,
Turn the mic off.
All right.
Turn the mic off. No, don't say. Listen, if you ever want to know what he just said or I just said, stop us at a show or send him an email.
There's gonna be a
yeah,
lip
yeah. Read his lips. You can make up what he said, and all right. Neither one was appropriate. I'm glad we didn't say that. Let's see what we have here. All right, so where we go? Oh yeah, so do you get tired? Like, I mean, you're doing these meetings nonstop. Do you at some point do you almost go on autopilot? It's hard not to. You're a human.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is I'm very passionate about taking this thing to the next level. So I don't think I'm going to get tired. I mean, I'm going to get tired, but I don't think I'm going to get exhausted. I'm just going to keep pumping them out. And I'm looking forward to Rome. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular event, 11,000 seat round arena. It's going to be amazing. Evan and I were just talking about it in there, and I think it's one of the top 5 fight cards we've ever put on BKFC, and I'm really excited to be
yeah, it's a great card. Yep. It's a solid card. I can't wait for it either. In Rome, the atmosphere, it's going to be awesome. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it also. A couple things going on in the chat I want to talk to you about, Dave. Number uno in the chat, Kai Stewart. Kai Stewart is in there. He's talking about when's his next fight. Give me what you can. He said, we need some King Kai. He's in there talking. Is he going to fight soon, do you think?
I mean, he's 100% fighting before the end of the year.
Really?
We had something planned for him, but it may have got scratched. I'm not 100% sure. I'll find out today or tomorrow. But he's 100% fighting before the end of the year. It's been a long time since we saw him. I'm going to give him some fight news in the next week. And, good. He'll get ready to make a defense.
Good. And we'll have Kai on soon, too, Kai. Kai 8-0. Nobody 100%.
Can
say anything.
Look, the kid's been waiting around patient, and we had to build him, and we just didn't have the opportunity because a lot of the guys were fighting on different shows. But we're gonna make the opportunity for him, and we're gonna keep building Kai because I think Kai can be a real superstar.
100%. Yep. I agree so much. I mean, Kai can talk. He shuts people down. He shuts people up. All his doubters. It's been kind of cool to watch him. We've talked about that before. Keep leveling up when people were doubting him. I don't think there's as many Kai Stewart doubters. There's still some, but I don't think there's as many anymore. I don't think you are.
People go, they don't like his style of fighting. It's effective, right?
He wins.
I mean, he wins always, and he wins fairly easy. Like he's never really even had a close fight. He wins, like 4 rounds to 1 or 5 rounds to nothing. So he's he figured out how to fight bare knuckle his way, and his way works.
Yeah, I agree. And I see everybody. Papa G's now all the fighters are in here. Papa G needs a fight. He's always in here, but he's looking for one. Of course, we want to see all you guys fight. Another thing is, I don't really know what's going on, but Jomi Escoboza's in here. He's going crazy. I guess there's some rumor going around. Did you see the rumor online about one of the fights we have coming up?
Yeah.
So everyone's asking about that in the chat. I'm not sure what's going on with that yet.
Yeah, we didn't. There's nothing more to talk about right now. We didn't talk about it internally. We are today after the show, and we'll figure out that situation.
Okay, cool. Because that's the big question they're all saying in here.
Yep.
Also, they're saying that where's it at? I just saw something pop up. Would love to see Kid Cobra back at it soon. What else? Anthony Yost is pumped for Rome, just like you. So, I mean, after Rome, I feel like when we do these major shows, like in Rome, I should say major international shows, I feel like a lot of stuff comes out of that. A different set of eyeballs locally comes to those shows. Do you have that plan this time like you do? Like maybe an investor, a TV networks over there, anything like, is there anybody coming to that show?
There's a lot of platforms and sponsorship coming to that show. So it's an important show. It's also an important show because I think it's going to be the biggest one that we've ever done outside the United States so far. So I think that's a big deal for us as well. So it's just, like I said, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it as a fan because it's a phenomenal show. But as a part of this company, I'm excited about it because I think it's going to be a spectacle, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited about it too.
Yep.
You know what else I'm excited about? Let's move off that for a minute. I sent this to you right before we started, so Brandon, you know where I'm going with this? He's in the chat. Ron from Savage Combat Sports, where the fight. Did you know that Ron?
I just told you to get him on the show.
I know. Well, we're on the show with him. Do you know what he did? We plugged this. Well, we'll show this first. Can we show this first? Are you able to or no? Yeah, the Ron thing. Yeah, it was emailed. Chupacabra TV put on some event. It was awesome because Ron was going to be the special guest ring announcer. We showed it. They had like everything. It was like fighting for young kids, like to show what they can do. It had like, I don't know, dog races. They had everything. They had like face painters. Here he is.
Program. This changes lives, ladies and gentlemen, right here. You never know where these pugilists will end up. These are future champions, ladies and gentlemen. The Olympics. They could end up with college scholarships or even world champions, ladies and gentlemen. You don't know who you're in the presence of.
Ron,
we want to thank you again for your support.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you for being you, Ron. We appreciate you. Chupacabra TV sending that in. We're glad the event went well. We hope it did a lot for the youth in fighting, and I love that Ron was involved in that. Ron, I don't think I've ever seen Ron so calm. He seemed calm. Do you think it was nerves or what?
I think
I like his jacket. Jeff Houston's going to get.
I don't know, man. I don't really see him all crazy. I mean, he's hype, but he's not like
fun hype.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah,
he was doing. I like when he did the. Did you see the thing where he did the Tarzan noise?
Brandon, does he have a distinctive voice, Ron?
Go ahead, give me a Ron. One of you guys can do it good.
I'm here live with David Feldman, the founder and CEO of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. David, what can you tell us is in store for the remainder of 2025?
Yeah, there you go. You called for dude. He's quiet, but he's got so much talent.
Ron, that sounds like you. I mean, it really does.
Chupacabra TV.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Appreciate you giving me press passes.
Yeah, he's really good.
Ron, do you like Bernie?
Well,
I'm only saying that because he got mad at Bernie last time because
Bernie's our PR guy.
He wasn't on the press list, but Bernie's awesome, man. He just, maybe,
he's awesome.
Maybe he forgot or
He
maybe
Ron, we're
going
to take care of that. Don't worry. Actually, in my ear now, I'm glad you're in here. I didn't know he's going to jam up against you, but the Juggernaut's here, Lorenzo Hunt. Let's bring him on. Can we bring him on? Can we do a 3-box? Hey, there's the Juggernaut. What's up, man? Lorenzo Hunt. How are you?
Damn, man.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
He looks younger.
You look young. What happened? You got younger.
I got some time off. Shit, you guys been working your butts off, man.
Right.
I see you. I was happy to see everybody been doing their thing, man. Yeah, I got some time off. I got some rest and some relaxation. Everybody said that when I got there, though. They were like, damn, bro, he looks younger. He's aging in reverse.
You do, man. When I worked for Whoopi Goldberg, she used to say that black don't crack. So maybe that's.
I was just gonna say that.
It cracked a little bit. I got a little scar from the Chris Camozzi count, but I'm back. I'm ready, man. Shout out to All In Management for taking care of me. Shout out to Rejuve Stem and all those guys that all my medical help, and I'm ready to get back, man.
We're ready to have you back. I always say that you're must-see TV, and you're like a BKFC OG. I mean, you're one of the guys that helped kind of propel this company to another level, and now to see that you're ready to come back, to see you in Jersey, dude, I was so excited for that. Matter of fact, what I notice about you, Lorenzo, and I know you know this probably, but I'm curious how. I think it's just the it factor, but you walk into shows, even though you haven't been seen or heard from in, a year? I don't know how long it's been, but as soon as you walk in, it's probably longer than that. You walk in and people are flocking to you, and you're throwing 8x10s out. We showed it last week. Like you're making it rain 8x10s, and it's like the Beatles or Elvis Presley. There's a dated reference. The Jonas Brothers. I don't know who's big now.
Well, honestly, it's just the work that I put in, and the fans been showing me love the entire time. Remember, I was the villain. I beat up a lot of their heroes, and they came to love me because I talk my talk and I walk my walk. Just like David Feldman, he nobody believed, and he had to go through hell, and now everybody loves him. They thought he was a crackpot at first.
I still think he's a crackpot. He's a good guay, though.
I don't think everybody loves me, buddy. Thank you.
I don't either. I work here. I see it.
Come to the shows, man, is literally like the most impressive part are the kids. Remember, 5 years ago, a 12-year-old, he's 18 now, and they took pictures with me when they were 5, and now they're 18, they're 17, and they're huge. They got muscles. They're like, hey, I've been watching you all my life. I'm like, what?
It's crazy, right?
Like, we just started this shit.
Dude, there was, I know what you're saying. I showed it last week. There's a kid named Charlie that used to come to the events. I remember I met him in Albuquerque, and he was a kid, and I saw him in Jersey, and I said, you're Charlie. He goes, he's taller than me. He's like, yeah, I'm Charlie. I'm like, oh, don't beat my ass, Charlie. I'm glad I was always nice to you.
Talk about he plays football or rugby or something.
Hockey's hockey, right?
Hockey. He plays hockey. Yeah.
Lacrosse,
so he showed me the pictures of us side by side when he was little.
It's so weird.
Same old me, same old smile, same old guy.
Yeah,
and the kids change, and we're still thugging it.
It's like you go photoshopped into the photo. You haven't changed at all. But we're glad to have you here, and I know that you're always doing something. You're lifting cars. You're doing handstands on shopping carts. You're always doing some kind of crazy feat. I was looking at the video this morning when you were lifting weights underneath water for like 2 minutes straight. It was sick. You always have something cool going on. So I'm excited to see what feats are coming up, but I'm more excited. I knew when I saw you in Jersey, I'm like, he's ready. I know he's ready to get back in here. And I was excited about it. So I got to ask you, we didn't get to talk much because I was running around and you were enjoying the fights and everybody was mobbing you. Where's your head at? When do you think there's a fight coming for you? What are you looking at?
I'm that guy, and I made my way in this organization by being the person who was ready to go when David Feldman and the organization needed a guy that was ready to go. I fought through COVID. I fought through the highs and lows. I fought through good money. I fought through low money. I fought through being sick. I was there, so they used me, and it made me famous. I'm still that guy. at the drop of a hat, I'll be ready. I'll make weight. I'll be professional. I'll show up on time, and I'll whoop ass like it's a holiday of ass whooping. Like, that's just what I do. So the guys that have been doing good, the guys that have been given a chance to shine in my absence, I applaud you. I saw what you can do. Your time is over. The juggernaut is back.
So with the juggernaut being back, I mean, I'm excited. Like I said, the whole interview, I've been saying how great it is to have you back. Who are you eyeing up? I mean, you've been watching. You stayed a fan. Is there anybody you're looking to fight? I mean, the president's here. Well, we'll hear you talk.
I mean, a lot of this stuff goes without saying. I mean, let's look at the facts. I am still the reigning, defending double world champion. Somebody has to address that. I never lost my titles. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, the guys who are in possession of those titles, or those interim titles, as I would call it, are people I have already beat. And not just beat, I mean destroyed. I destroyed Josh Dyer. I thought I ended his career. But shout out to Josh Dyer. He's back and he's looking good, and he's doing good. He has the title right now. But with me in the conversation, he has to worry, like, hey, am I here? The guy that he's fighting, Dave Mundell, that'd be a bad decision to stick a 75er in the 185er slot and on the juggernauts around. So now it's back to playing chess, not checkers. Guys are going to have to be cautious with what belt they grab, knowing that belt stealing boogeyman is around to scream, ain't no champ unless I say so. Josh Dyer will be easy pickings for me. Dave Mundell will be easy pickings for me. The size, weight, and skill is just too much. Chris Camozzi walking around with a 205 belt that he did not earn, that he did not deserve. He has to be wondering, if he wins this fight, if that belt stealing boogeyman is going to show up and take everything he's got. I am still going to work towards the heavyweight title. So in the midst of between, putting pressure on the champions, I would like to fight a Perdomo. I would like to fight basically, I want to smoke a Cuban. So any of the Cubans that you got hanging around, I like to, I'm still holding that vendetta from getting popped on the mouth by Trujillo. So I got a thing against Cubans. And oh man. I like to get some work. So it's going to be an exciting year. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Dave, you can throw their name in the hat, and you know me. I will show up and I'll whoop somebody's ass.
Well, we missed the smack talk from Lorenzo Hunt. I like hearing it again. There's definitely some possibilities opening up. I mean, we got Chris Camozzi fighting next week. We'll see what happens there. And then we have, Dave Mundell is out of that Josh Dyer fight. Who knows if that could be an option? I mean, I think the fans will want to see that.
Okay.
We'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm reared up and ready to go. What's coming is going to test the heart of your champions. They're in the seat, but are they really champions? You guys need to get Josh Dyer on the podcast and say publicly, do you want to fight that crazy guy that whooped your ass like domestic violence? And we're going to see if he's really a champion or not.
So Dyer actually sent me a message. He said, unfortunately, my opponent, the 175-pound champion, Dave Mundell, has pulled out. This is from what he heard. But I'm not going anywhere. I promised a fight by the end of the year. I still want to fight. I will fight anyone. The fans deserve it, and I've earned it. I'm opening the door to any contender who has the courage to step in the ring with me. I guess he must have been reading the comments because Jomi was going nuts. That includes Jomi or anybody else. Whoever's ready, let's make it happen. I'm prepared. I'm willing. I'm waiting. November 15th, I'm still coming. So that could mean you. It could mean anybody he's talking about.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you would have to ask this guy specifically if he means what he says when he says he'll fight anybody, because you got to remember, Josh Dyer took a beating that put him out of the game for nearly a year and a half from these hands.
Yeah,
these hands. So people say they'll fight anybody until my name.
It's true when it comes up. It's true. So they're in the comments now. I see Ben Rothwell in the comments. You were talking about fighting Perdomo, and I don't know if he's talking to you because a while ago he said, no, stop it. Like basically, I do have a question about that. I've known you your whole career. I've watched you develop. I watched you go up to heavyweight, and you put some substantial weight on. You look good. Did you feel? I felt this with guys I know. Even believe it or not, I was in better shape at one point, and I feel like when you put more weight on that you're not used to, and you're carrying that extra weight, was that hard for you? Did you feel?
It wasn't hard for me. It was more so, like dealing with a couple of injuries and just trying to make it work. I believe personally I had Mick Terrell's number. I watched the fight a few times. He missed a couple shots like I knew he would. And if I just had time to capitalize, we would have saw a very different ending to that fight. I will return to heavyweight eventually. Okay. But right now I have to reestablish myself as the best in the world. And that means reaccumulating or regaining my titles. Like I got to get it back. Like I want them all. So that's what I got to do.
That's great. Another concern, I'm not really concerned because I've seen how you work. You can compartmentalize. You can be the elite athlete you need to when it's time to do that. You can do all your other projects as well. And I heard from a little birdie, they sung in my ear and they told me you left Florida. Where are you living now?
Yeah, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I had to come where I could get, more attention, more fighters, more hungry guys. And these guys are out here hungry. I've been gym hopping and fighting with up and coming professional and amateur fighters all over Atlanta, Georgia. I've been working with Coach Manu. He was a famous Muay Thai boxing coach. And I've been working with Mustafa from Mustafa Boxing, and everybody knows him in Atlanta, Georgia. Dave Tate.
Oh, no.
And it's working out. I'm also doing some acting and trying to break into, Tyler Perry Studios or MGM or whatever's going on down here. And I'm taking some stuntman classes and some acting stuff. So eventually you will see Juggernaut on the big screen. But for right now, I still got some more ass to whoop.
I think we'll see you on the big screen while you're whooping ass. I think it'll be a combined effort. But like I said, you compartmentalize. That was my, not fear for you, but I wondered. You've been off for a while. You're staying in great shape, obviously, but now you have these movie deals and you're working on being a stuntman. You've divided your attention to 15 different things, and you can do that, I would guess, because you're an elite athlete, but that does concern me a little bit. How are you going to kind of balance everything? When it's fight camp, you just are done with it, or what? How do you do it?
Well, you got to remember that I've always been that guy that was capable of multitasking, that was capable of putting it all together. So not only am I a fighter, I'm an entertainer. I bring the walkout. I bring the girls. I bring the family. I got kids. I can put it all together, and I can make it all work, and I can still be a nice guy, shake hands with the kids, then turn around, slap Mike Richmond ass off the stage. I can do it all. I'm not acting at those roles.
No,
they are all me.
Okay, that makes sense. It is nice you're saying you're a nice guy. And I saw Rothwell here in the chat saying that Lorenzo and I have always had good conversations. I like his style and watching him. He gave me respect in Jersey. So I assume you deserve the same respect back.
Yeah, I told him. I even joked about him with that knockout. That knockout of Mick Terrell, that was for me. He had it coming. He had it coming either way. I saw the same shot that Rothwell saw. I saw him with that lead hand down. I saw him slow to back up off the jab. I imagined that shot was going to work for me too. Ben Rothwell obviously capitalized on it, and he's the heavyweight world champ. We'll see if he's still in that position when I get there.
Now, you're talking about watching it. You saw the same thing Ben saw, right? Yeah. How hard has that been for you? I know that it's completely different, but when I stopped doing my pro wrestling stuff because I got injured and it was the end of the road for me at that point. It was hard for me to go to the wrestling matches for a while, and it was hard for me to watch because I knew that I wasn't going to do anymore. So you still know you're going to do, but is that hard for you to sit there and watch fights and be like, oh, you should do this, I would do this? Like, do you want to be in there?
Yeah, I want to be in there. I watch guys do it, and I watch guys do it wrong. But I will say this. It makes me proud that guys have gotten better and that guys are getting better. I like to watch the fights, and I'll see the people who studied me. I'll see the people who are trying some of the strategies that I employed in the earlier days, and they're getting good. They're getting wins. And I know, whether they give me a shout out or not, even with Mike Perry and some of the bigger names that I've reached out to personally and brought into the organization, led the way. I feel like I'm in every fight.
Yeah, understood.
Everybody here knows me. Everybody knows what I've done, and everybody has taken a little bit of what I do. Me and Elvin and Christine and Britton, they steal from us, and then so we get to be a part of every fight. But I have more to teach.
Yep.
And I'll be around for a while, putting guys to sleep.
So when you talk about all this stuff, I'm curious because you're such a fan of the sport that you at one point were controlling, and maybe you'll control again. You possibly will. Who's your favorite? If I put you on the front street here, who's your favorite BKFC fighter to watch right now?
Ooh.
You give me a couple if you want. Just
Ooh. Well, it'll be the top guy. It'll be the favorite. You know, I'm not hard to like. Honestly, you got Mike Perry, right? Like, I could stand and critique him all day the same way Connor did. You can see the shots, you can see this, you can see it working, you can see it not. Man, Mike Perry will beat you to death if nobody stops him.
Oh, he's like Terminator.
Simple as that. Somebody asked me at an interview, they said, hey, what is it about Mike Perry that makes him good? I said, he has coochie skin for lips. They can take a beating and keep on coming.
That's the greatest thing I ever heard in my life.
So like this guy is just unstoppable. And I watched it with my own eyes. You know, he doesn't have to move. He doesn't have to have good head movement. He just perseveres and pushes through like a train. You know. I'm proud of him. And then, of course, Christine Ferreira, you know,
Queen of Violence.
I've been a fan of hers forever. She always pulls it off. She's consistent. She's reliable. She's like a 9mm. Oh, right. You know, it'll kill you. Just, it is what it is. These guys, Julian Lane, people don't know Julian Lane came to me at Knuckle Mania, and he said, I want to fight Mike Perry. I handed him my little National Alliance to End Veteran Suicide cards.
Yeah. And
I said, go, throw it in his face when he gets on camera.
Oh, I didn't know they came from you.
Listen, if you go, you'll see.
I'll have to look at that.
Throws the cards, it's me. It's me on the card.
Somehow Juggernaut still got himself in, even though he wasn't in the fight. He still got himself in.
And he says, platinum pussy.
Yeah. And
then they start fighting.
Yeah. And it was a big pool part.
There's the first fight. There's Mike Perry's first fight. There's the history. So this is my family, man. There's a lot going on in the BKFC that I was a part of.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot going on that I'm happy to be a part of. I was there when Britton Hart was nervous about fighting Paige Van Zandt.
I remember that.
I got a Facebook video of me giving her a pep talk. I didn't even know her. You guys don't know that when I fought at Knuckle Mania,
oh no!
Elvin was my opponent's corner man.
Yeah.
That's how we became friends.
After I
knocked him out, after I knocked him out, me and Elvin became friends. So
so interesting.
This is nostalgic, you know.
It is, but does that kind of play on your mind a little bit that you as this thing, even though you're kind of waiting in the shadows to come back, as this thing's getting bigger and bigger. I know you're proud of them, but that's going to play on the Juggernaut's mind a little bit. How are you going to come back? Not just fight, but you make impacts. Are you going to come back crazy and make an impact? Come on,
listen,
nuts?
Look. I don't know if you guys remember my first fights. I used to bow at my opponents.
I remember.
I used to smile. I used to be happy to beat people up. You know, after a while, I had to become mean because they wouldn't respect me. They wouldn't respect that nice guy, even though I was winning. Hector didn't respect the nice guy. Quentin didn't respect the nice guy. Mike Rushman, they didn't respect the nice guy, so I became a mean guy. I'm just good. It doesn't matter if I'm being nice or being mean. I'm just good. And somebody's going to have to say, like, oh my God, he's better than we thought he was.
Yeah.
And when I come back, I'll still be good. I'll still be the best. Whether I'm nice or whether I'm mean, whether they cheer or whether they boo, somebody's going to get their ass whooped.
That's right. I'm just happy the Juggernaut. I don't care if you're good, bad, and different. Just be the Juggernaut when you come back. It'll make everybody happy. Matter of fact, you're talking about nostalgia here. I want to show you something. I know you're very proud of this. They just hit me up with this. I know you're very proud of this. You were a guy that came up the right way. You got signed through tryouts here. We have some nostalgic video from 2019. Let's take a look at that.
Dude. Look at that kid. Ooh, that's the same move I knocked Rob Morrow out with.
There you go, man.
Nasty left hook. Yeah. So, as you can see, I am what I am. And somebody's going to have to figure out how to beat me. Not Ben Rothwell, but Mick Terrell. He threw a nice shot. He shoved me over. My arm dislocated. I would say after 10 years of consistent fighting without no time off, maybe it was time for me to take a break.
Yeah.
But I will say this, short of an act of God, which means God is literally choosing my trajectory, I will beat you. If lightning strikes and knocks me down, or my arm flips over, or the stage collapses, or the lights go out, or the referee stops my fight early, like with Trujillo, short of an act of God, I will be beating your ass when they say it's over. That's it. That's all I know.
I don't know if an act of God could stop the Juggernaut.
No, God can do it.
I know God can do anything, but I know that. I know that. But my point is, I don't know. There's going to take a lot. It's going to take like not one lightning strike. I can see the fire in your eyes. It's going to take like 5 lightning strikes. The stage is going to have to fall. It's going to be 20 acts of God to stop you. It really will. And
it's nice.
I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, we're back, and I don't know. I was always more dangerous after a loss. It does something to the psyche. It does something to a person to be on top and then to lose it all and have to go back to the drawing board. I'm the same person I always was, but I'm a little bit, I love it a little bit more. I appreciate it a little bit more. I'm going to be a lot more careful about how I approach my camps, and smarter. And these guys are going to hit the floor violently, probably in early rounds, because I'm getting too old to be playing around.
I agree. And I agree that they're going to be hitting the floor. It's going to be amazing to watch. Last one before you get out of here. You just mentioned about how it does something to the psyche of loss. You're a very confident guy. Some would say cocky. I don't say you're cocky. I say you're convinced. You're convinced that you're talented. We've seen you. You're very talented. So does it become hard mentally for the Juggernaut, even for a minute, 10 seconds at all? Maybe it was a month. I don't know. Did you have a mental battle at all when you got hurt, thinking, oh, shit, like, what am I going to do? Or were you just positive? You stay pretty positive. I'm curious.
Yeah, I've been through a lot in my life, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, because it's given me the mental understanding, the capacity to understand that nothing's permanent. The person that I am, the Juggernaut, is unstoppable. And it doesn't matter if I'm doing emergency roadside assistance, driving tow trucks. It doesn't matter if I'm raising my kids, teaching them how to read and write, and doing math homework. It doesn't matter if I'm carrying the groceries in from Walmart. I am who I am. This is me all the time. I'm okay with it. It's not an act. It's not a mistake. I'm the best bare knuckle fighter in the world, and I can take it anywhere with me. My arm being dislocated, it was weird at first just because I couldn't trust it for a while. But of course, with prayer, perseverance, and working out and being taken care of by my beautiful wife, it came back. And now I'm knocking people out again in the gym. It came back even stronger. So we're coming. We're coming to get it all.
Well, shout out to your beautiful wife. I know to be in this industry and have a wife, and I know her. She's awesome. Hello to her. And I know she's very supportive of your career. You two, when you walk into a building, you reek of superstardom. And both of you together, Philly thing. Both of you two together, it's a package that works. Let's put it that way. So we appreciate you being here, Lorenzo Hunt. We're excited to see a lot of challenges, a lot of things thrown out today. You talked about a lot of different people. We'll see if anybody bites, but I know I want to see Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt back in the squared circle as quickly as possible here in BKFC. Man, we've missed you. We've missed you on the show, and we're glad you made time to come on today.
I appreciate you having me. Like I said, let me give a shout out to David Feldman and Conor McGregor, and of course all the team that's been making this thing go. You guys have been bleeding for it just like the fighters, and I truly appreciate it. As far as my opponent, I would really kind of like to see Dave and Conor sit at the table and flip a coin, because the whole dynamic of bare knuckle fighting championships is about to change.
I'm not going to fight you on that one. I've seen what you've done to the organization. I've seen how you made the organization help climb. You've made people pay attention. So I'm excited to see how the organization is going to change. It's not a matter if, it's how when the Juggernaut comes back. So thank you so much for coming on, man. A BKFC OG. Thank you, my man. We'll talk to you soon. Boom. Look at those knuckles. That's the guy that taught me with bare knuckle. You just have to touch him. You just have to touch him. Make him bleed a little bit. Touch him. I don't want to give all his secrets away, but if you ever get a chance to talk to him and you're a fighter, you'll learn so much in like 2 minutes. And if you're a fan, it's cool to learn from him as well. Love seeing Lorenzo Hunt, one of our OGs here. Actually, was part of the BKFC, I guess we'll call it OG Summit by accident. I think it happened with Mike and Mitch. You can go check that out. We showed some of that last week. Love talking to him. Before we get out of here, we got a couple more things I want to get to, guys. Let's see. Let's go back to the mailbags. I know some people sent stuff in. I want to spotlight them. There's some good stuff in here. So let me go back to where we stopped. All right. Where did we stop? What did we stop on? Help me out. Was it Russ? No.
Cross.
Oh, yeah, this is important. I want to show this. So Mike Johnson sent this in. He sent it from our own Instagram, the Bare Knuckle Show. Killer Cross. He was carrying Cross in WWE. He's one of the hottest free agents around. And everyone's talking about his next move. And there's a time in this Chris Van Vliet interview. Now, it's longer, the whole interview. You should watch the whole thing. He talks more about BKFC. But let's first watch this clip, and I'll give you some comments on it.
In that book you talk about, you were real close to fighting bare knuckle, BKFC. You're in a position now where you're free to do anything. I'm sure they would offer you a large sum of money to go in there.
Yeah.
Have a bare knuckle fight.
Yeah.
Are you open to that?
Hell no. Hell no.
Did it for so many years too.
Dude, Mike Perry, Ben Rothwell, no thank you. No thank you. You know what it is? That demon inside me is gone, and thank God. Thank God.
So just to give you some context, because this went wild, and you can actually pull it back up, show the comments. Cross got involved. He commented. He wrote something real nice about the show. I think it pinned it to the top there. Killer Cross. He's right there. Real Killer Cross. He said, very big fans of you all and the show. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you for watching. You and the beautiful Scarlett. BKFC is legit as it gets, as it effing gets, he said. Respect to all those involved. I love the fact that he did that. I love the fact that we have the same amount of respect for him. And him and his wife, what an amazing, as I just said about Lorenzo and his wife, there's this package deal. They go together and they complement each other so well. So I told Chris Van Vliet, hit us up, everybody. We appreciate all the love. Everybody. Rothwell was talking about it. I think it makes our fighters. It shows you. This guy really was going to fight for us. We've talked about it before on the show. And I was actually sitting with him in Florida. And me and I think Jer Bear was with us. We were sitting there and we started doing creative. Like, how are we going to bring him in? This is the first time he was out of WWE. And he wanted to fight bare knuckle. I mean, he was really dialed in. And what a pleasure it was to work with those two pros, because we had a nice idea how to bring him in. We were going to involve Scarlett as well. And he was excited to fight. Now, he's not just a pro wrestler. I think he does jiu-jitsu. He's been the guy. You might have seen this, guys. He was online, like, doing viral videos where he would, like, I guess do like an ankle lock or something. I don't watch jiu-jitsu that much. And he would snap bats in half, like baseball bats. The guy's been fighting since he was younger. And the thing about the demon, I think they go on to talk about that. And he's got a whole thing in his book, too. You should check out his book, Killer Cross's book. Is it called Life is Fighting, maybe, or something like that? Check it out. There's a lot more about BKFC in there and his journey. But I think that what he meant about the demon was he was younger. And he said, I think in that interview, that he would knock people out, and afterwards he would feel horrible about it. Like, he couldn't, when he got into fight camp, he almost mentally, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but couldn't really control himself mentally. He didn't like the place it took him to. Maybe he could control himself, but he didn't like the place it took him to. And he wasn't willing to do that again, but that's what he meant. At the time, he was in like a different spot, and he was actually going to do it. But again, he was great to work with. We had a great thing lined up for him. We could talk about that more another time, and he was going to come in, and I think it would have been big business. But then Triple H took over WWE, and I said to Dave, I'm like, you better sign Cross, and then back to WWE. Now he's out of WWE. He's a free agent doing whatever he pleases. So I know he's a fan. I know that he's going to be at shows. I can personally tell you, Killer Cross probably wears BKFC boxer shorts, because I gifted him then when we used to have boxer shorts. So there you go. We threw him then when he got loud. We love that they support us, and we appreciate you, and we support you guys as well. And we'll be watching Killer Cross and Scarlett. Thank you for taking the time to get involved with that. Chris Van Vliet, too. He's got some great interviews. Check him out. He's a friend of the show now. We love that. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, from Chris Van Vliet and Killer Cross. Oh, Mike Johnson sent that in. Mike Johnson's a wrestling guy. I wonder if it's the same Mike Johnson. I have to look at that email. Oh, here we go. This might be Randy the Pervert's back. I'm going to go with it. Randy the Pervert's back. And he's saying giggity, giggity left and right, and he's going crazy. And he's loving the fact that some of our women are posting on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And Randy decided that he would share this with us. Charissa Sagala, who's responsible for one of the craziest fights I've ever seen. We'd love to show this, I don't know, in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship against Taylor Starling. She said, I could play nice, but where's the fun? There he is. Where's the fun in that? So I don't know. This was on X. I mean, she still fights, right? What is she holding? Is that a popsicle? What is that, Evan?
We're all adults here. I think we know what she's holding.
Look what Triple H said. People only see results. They don't see what it takes to achieve them.
That's just the tweet underneath.
Yeah, I actually read that and thought that was funny. He was talking about going to the gym and what he had to do, but that can totally relate to the tweet up top. And you probably could see the results and the hard work and what it takes to get them.
Just imagine, like,
maybe it's on OnlyFans.
Potential, networks clicking our social media right now.
I mean, look, dude, she's a grown woman, like you said. If she wants to make some money, that's up to her. Charissa Segala, there she is. Randy the pervert. He actually wrote here. It says, no explanation necessary. I think he was kind of right.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to. When I see Randy the pervert, I think crazy stuff, but I don't think that. So if that was a plug for OnlyFans, look, Charissa Segala. Plug, yeah. Charissa Segala, I love working with her, and I go make some money on OnlyFans. Go to her OnlyFans, check it out. I think that's what it was. It's on X. You can check her out. I think she's BK Sweetheart or something like that, or Bare Knuckle Sweetheart. Let's see what else we have here. Getting off that. Oh, KO of the week. This comes in from Ray Ray. Let's see what it is. I already know what's going to happen here. Oh! Did you ever run into a pole? I mean, Segala has, but have you ever run into a pole?
Oh, God. Probably.
Yes.
I did. I think I told the story on the show before. I was in gym class, and we were doing laps, and we were doing a volleyball thing. And I was looking at somebody, and I turned my head and smashed right into the freaking pole. Everybody saw me. I thought my eyes were like black and blue. I thought I broke my nose, but I was like, I'm just hey, Soscia's doing that fake wrestling stuff. It's funny. I was like, yeah, I'm just messing around. As the day went on, it just got worse. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm selling it. It was so embarrassing. Let's see. When's the last time you walked into a pole, Evan?
I probably, I've definitely slammed into trees like snowboarding.
Oh, my God. You could die from that.
Oh, yeah.
That's how Sonny Bono died. He skied into a tree.
Really? Yeah.
Do you know who Sonny Bono is?
Nope.
It was Cher's husband.
Oh.
And then everyone would make the joke. What was it? Sonny? There's a joke about him hitting a tree, which is terrible because he died. But there was a joke about that. That was that was her old husband.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Sonny Bono. How about you, Brandon?
Pole?
A pole? Anything? Like an idiot.
Well, in Jersey, I bunked my head when I was setting up for the presser.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. You stayed all calm. What would have happened if I banged my head setting up for the presser? How would I have reacted?
Yeah, man. Not good.
I would have been flipping chairs.
Yeah, these things would have been broken. The venue probably would have banned you.
Oh, ban me from a post fight. Oh, please, God, no.
No. This was the pre.
Oh, the venue. Oh, the pre-presser. Okay. Well, I almost didn't get in. I almost fought the parking lot attendant. We found out about that last week. Okay, now this is the next thing. Maintenance work in the BK show. This is Anthony Yost. We appreciate he fights for us. There he is. He's watching last week. We appreciate you sending that in. And the reason I bring that up is because he's doing this thing, Tips with Tony. And I think another great tip by Anthony Yost, so I can't wait to see Fight for Us again. We can look at that next. The tip was from Tony. Let's see what he said. Do you have it? I don't remember what it was. I have to read it. There it is. Surround yourself with people that have the same drive and dedication you do, or you will never reach your true potential. Very motivational from Bare Knuckle _ Tony. A tip from Tony. We did it last week, too. I know you watched the show. We appreciate you. Anthony Yost, Tony Yost. That's so cool. You can be Anthony. You can be Tony. I mean, what other name can you do that with? It's like a whole different name. And then we have one coming in from Sammy Oh Shit. This guy's been sending things in every week for like a year or two. It says skateboarding oh shit. Let's watch. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I know Vespi skates. Like, I've seen him take falls. I wonder if he's ever taken a fall like that. That's nuts. Oh, man. Yeah, right? That sucks. We were like, I can't do the high pitch. The other thing I want to go to, speaking of Nick Vespi, you know, our crack photographer, he's a great photographer. Taylor Starling, our Bare Knuckle Show correspondent. She's going to be, or she is in the current issue of Inked magazine. How exciting is this? Look at this spread. And they're promoting Bare Knuckle, the Killer Bee, all of it. It's there. Zoom in a little bit so we can see the pictures, and it looks like they have a nice article on her. And I believe this is going to be on newsstands if it's not yet. But there you are, Taylor Starling, man. I'm fighting. I can't see what that says. What's her quote? I'm fighting because I love it. I love the sport, even if I act like I don't sometimes. I love it. I feel that way about my job in the show all the time, Taylor. Even though sometimes I might act like I don't or I'm frustrated. We all get that way. You love it. So that's going to be out on newsstands if it's not already. It's the current edition of Inked magazine, which is a pretty big magazine. 2-page spread about Bare Knuckle and Taylor the Killer B. Starling. We love that. We're excited about that. I'm sure Taylor will be selling copies, hopefully. She wants to make some money. You should do that, Taylor. On your Instagram, hit her up. Let's see. What else? Okay, BKFC.com. Like to check that out, especially heading into fight week. The Jumpman, Cameron Van Camp, he's ready to show off. We talked about this earlier in front of his hometown. He says that he's just excited to be there and putting on for his people. He's really looking to make a statement, and he's predicting a first-round finish in Hammond. As we talked about earlier with Chris Lytle, that can be either really bad or really good if somebody's fighting in their hometown, and sometimes it's more of a pain in the ass than you think it is because everyone's bothering you, hitting you up, everyone you know. So there you go. Also, Roderick Stewart going to be in Hammond as well. He's ready to shock the world. I didn't know this about Roderick. Ice Water Stewart. He got his Ice Water. Oh, I did it again. Localism. Ice Water Stewart. Earned his nickname for his skills in the chessboard. I didn't know that. Not for his skills in the squared circle. He said he'd always tell his opponents that I've got ice water in my veins because I'm cold in everything I do. I said water again.
You can't help it, man. Just embrace your identity.
Ice water. I used to be better at that.
Someone told me I sounded like Delco the other day.
You're hanging around
it
us
pissed me
too
off.
much.
I was like,
I can understand
I was like,
that.
what? No, I don't. They're like, yeah, the way you just said that.
You've been hanging around us too much. He says he's focused and relentless in everything he does, and the name just stuck. He's hunting for his third straight victory versus the undefeated Bryce Henry. That's going to be a big victory if he gets that. He said it's just another fight to him, though. And he's going to be long, and that's the game he's going to want to play. I'm not going to play his little game, his little pitter-patter shots, but I'm looking to tuck my chin, and I'm going to march him down. Well, we're excited to see what's going to happen. You can read more about that at BKFC.com. It's all up there. Now, before we get out of here, I want to ask you a couple more things. One, I want to ask you, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the bell so you know that we're going to be here. It'll alert you. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button wherever you're watching. But if you're anywhere else other than the Bare Knuckle Show on YouTube, at least come over and like the page, because in that way you follow us. You let it. We'll put all kinds of special stuff out there for you, and you can comment. You can get involved, and we love reading the comments here live on the show. Also, make sure you follow the Bare Knuckle Show at The Bare Knuckle Show on Instagram. A lot of stuff going to be going up on there, behind-the-scenes stuff. I think you'll really like it. I thank everybody who tuned in today. We appreciate it. But let's get to the events that are coming up before we get out of here. I think we should do a schedule of events like we like to do. And you want to start that? Obviously, Hammond, the Horseshoe. We talked about that. Indiana. Henry Stewart, Van Camp Finley. That is a BKFC fight night. There's the whole card. It's going to be a fun card. It's going to be sold out. These people are going to be rowdy and loud because I tell you what, the first time you see Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship in your town, if you've never been there live, you can't help but being rowdy and loud. Let's see what else we have after October 18th, which is also my father's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. We're going to Rome. We talked about this earlier. Italy. I'm actually, I don't know. October 25th, Camozzi versus Sakara, and that's a fight that has been on the docket for a while. I know they wanted to make it happen in UFC. I remember Camozzi telling me that for the Cruiserweight Championship. Looking forward to that fight, and I know there's a lot of other goodness on that card too. Italy's going to really show out in Rome. It's going to be awesome. I wish we could do it at the Coliseum. All right, then you have Rodriguez, the Mohawk, the intense man, very intense. Can't wait to see him. I'm excited for his first main event against Zach Cavender, another guy, another formidable opponent. BKFC, our debut in Michigan. It'll be a fight night. And the Mohawk Warrior. I think it's a monster truck name, isn't it? Brandon, you would know, right? Monster Jam Mohawk Warrior? I think it is. I watched too much of that with my son. We'll call him,
I don't know if I remember the Mohawk Warrior.
Yeah, I think Great Cup. I mean, actually, you should do that too, Rodriguez. Great Clips sponsors him. You get Great Clips to sponsor you, make some money.
He probably could.
That's
oh,
smart.
yes, there is one, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
see, I thought so. But anyway, he's Mohawk, and I'm excited to see him. He's been, every time I see him, he's been saying, wait until you see what I can do. Wait, and we've been watching, and we're going to continue watching. I'm excited to see him versus Zach. It's going to be a great fight. BKFC then goes to our home away from home. Of course, that's going to be in Hollywood, Florida. For the lightweight tournament semifinal, Austin Trout versus Luis Palomino. The second time they fought. Excited to see what's going to happen there. You can keep up to date. Buy tickets, bkfc.com. And I should mention that in Italy, can I go back? I'm sorry. No, you don't have to go back. But in Italy, we also have the semifinal there, right? Italy, that's Bonner and Tenaglia. So that's going to be the co-main event in Italy. That's going to be awesome as well. And then I think I just saw Mohegan Sun up there. We're all over the place. We're all over the place. We can't wait to come see you, come to your town, and create havoc there. But the town we're coming to next, get ready, Hammond, Indiana, the home of Terry Funk, 8 miles away from Michael Jackson's house. Woo-hoo! It's going to be a good time. I don't know why I did that. We can't wait to see you, Hammond. Come on out, all right? Thank you so much for your support. We'll see you again next week, live from Satellite 5. It's the Bare Knuckle Show. Let's go!